Hey gang, welcome back. So here we are with this episode 2. Episode 1, the prologue is out there, so if you just look at my channel and look for the IXION playthrough, you'll see the one other episode, well at least at the time the one other episode, and they go sequentially, so this will be 2 ones out there. Figure you guys know how numbers work if you're here. So a quick recap of last time. We're in the super cool sort of ship here. Just ignore the moon. That's not Earth's moon. We definitely didn't just destroy that. We destroyed it. Maybe us. I'm working on a theory. But this is our ship. So we loaded it up. We were just supposed to go to Proxima Centauri, which I believe is 4.9 light years away. Relatively near. It's the closest star to our sun. But we were just supposed to go there, do a couple experiments, and jump back. And so what it did was we kind of jumped and came back. And when we came back, we found the solar system. That's Earth's moon, and that's the planet. And there was kind of a cutscene when we left where it shows when this ship left, it basically tore the moon apart as it left, and that apparently caused a lot of chaos because Earth isn't looking too blue and green anymore. So we'll get that's Africa right there, Europe, and the Atlantic is looking awfully dry. So we'll be getting into that in a couple minutes. So this is the system as it currently stands. We're sending our science ship out to the Urshanabi, which is the original, it's the original cargo ship that kind of supplied us before we went on our little journey. And so we're going to go ahead and we're going to do that. We're just going to kind of see what's up. But we've got a whole solar system that's our solar system where we don't know what happened and we don't know what's around. So we're going to be firing off probes and trying to figure out what's going on. Right now, resource-wise, we're low on alloy, and we got to build a bunch of houses right here to house the, 48 people that don't have homes. 48 people. Oh, no, that's good. 15 times 4 is not 45, Mike. There you go. So, let's see. We need 2 alloy for that. So they're working on, so that was the other thing, is that the ship, when it jumped there and back, you can see our hull integrity is -28. So it was actually damaged. And I think that this is going to be the sort of time factor. So, for example, in Frostpunk, you have these big storms that roll in. So you can't just build and build and build and build and build, and there's no consequences. You could just take your time and kind of move at a lackadaisical pace. This is kind of your time factor there. So we're going to have to either find alloy or find iron and turn it into alloy. We're going to have to do some research. We've unlocked this ring. So probably getting a steel mill up and running will be one of our first, initiatives, because we've only got 21 science. We need 45 to unlock this. So we need research, then we need to find iron. We're probably going to have to make storage bays for iron, although I could convert a couple of these to iron instead of alloy, and that would work. But right now, we got 198 people. They're happy. They're optimal. Let's get this. Okay. So turn this on.
A new request awaits your attention.
Okay, and we're going to get a lot of these of what the hell happened to the moon, dude? I'm guessing. Let's see. Administrator, you may have noticed that the moon has broken apart. Yeah, I don't know. The crew are very aware of this, and many rumors are spreading throughout the station. You'll have to make an official statement. Dolos has many enemies. Something must have happened during the test jump. Being such a high-profile event, it was a perfect opportunity for them to strike and sabotage our plans. Given that we found a lot of secret stuff out there, I think my sort of running theory about how the moon blew up is that it wasn't our fault, although I think I'm probably going to say it's our fault, just because it's the most expedient way to kind of be like, there's clearly a correlation, it just may not be causation. But my running theory is either Les Weasley, Elon Musk, sort of set it up to destroy humanity so that he would take the best and brightest and move to another system with that secret thing that we found at the end of the last episode. Or the UN or whoever it was that was also kind of building a ship around, I think it was Saturn. We should look for Saturn next. So I should probably send a probe to Saturn, find out where Saturn is. But anyway, one of those two were actually the ones that blew up the moon, and they just used us. So I think this is probably more accurate, but I don't necessarily think that it wasn't Dolos that did it. I just don't think it was us. So the options are, Dolos has many enemies. It's our fault. Despite our robust safety measures, a system failure at the exact moment of the jump caused the engine to drag a part of the moon with it into self-similar space. This failure has cost humanity dearly. Our mission is now to rebuild. I think that that is probably the option I'm going to go with. It was humanity's fate. Thanks, psychopath. Evidence suggests a great deal of time has passed in the solar system. That's the other thing. So whatever happened, apparently there was a lot of, what's the word for it? Time was relativity. While we were going through the, I forget what they call it in this one, the magic drive that lets you move faster than the speed of light. When we went there and came back, the system, a lot of time has passed. So evidence suggests a great deal of time has passed in the solar system. The moon's destruction is obviously a consequence of humanity's selfish and warlike instincts, which we know isn't true because we saw the cutscene, but the crew wouldn't necessarily know it. I'm going to say it's our fault.
The crew's trust in your leadership is falling.
Expected. We're going to get that back. Okay, so that's moving forward. We got another one here. What's this? Commit to sending an expedition to Earth. Yeah, definitely do that. So, yeah, we're going to send an expedition to Earth. So we've got our objectives over here. Repair the Tycoon, find an asteroid with iron deposits. So, yeah, that's actually a good idea. Let's do that. So we are going to find... So what we're looking for is we're looking for Spike MFE, which, of course, is iron. Okay, good. We got one that's kind of close. There we go. Yes. Send that there. That's almost to the Urshanabi. And once we finish that, once we finish the Urshanabi thing, we'll pull the science ship back and do Earth. We're gonna do it. So let's speed this up a little bit.
A science ship has arrived at its destination.
Let's see what happened on Urshanabi scan report. Our sensors have detected the Urshanabi. The ship is broken in two and not transmitting any signals. Usually a bad sign. Summary of intelligence on the Urshanabi. The phrase, "Whoever helps Dolos is an enemy of humanity," has been daubed in large letters across the wreck of the Urshanabi. Mummified bodies have been attached to its hull. Yeah, you know, as you do. Gather remaining resources. Well, that's disturbing. We need food. These bodies have been deep freezing in space. Maybe that got a little dark. So again, we got to leave our science ship there for one cycle, which is basically...
A probe has completed its scan.
There's our iron, and we do have a miner. So you can, just like the cargo ships, and you get the numbers there, we got a number there for 496. We're going to set it to go get iron. I'm going to set the cargo ship to collect iron, even though we haven't actually broken that up, which means we're going to need iron. So let's switch this to that. And there was 500. Each of these holds 100. Switch that to iron 2. We should have more than enough food coming in right now. We've got enough room for more storage
The
if we need
science ship team has completed a task.
Okay, what do we got over here? The ship was full of food. I hope the expiration date hasn't passed. Everything is ready for extraction. Okay, so, when the cargo ship is done gathering the iron, we can send it over to get food. Like I just said, food isn't the big worry right now. We've got food, and we got enough food being produced in those bugs, or crickets, that we don't need this right now. The cargo ship would be the one to grab that, so let's grab our science ship and send it to Earth. So we can speed that up again, because we can't do anything until we have iron coming in. So we probably need to find the planets that were important. We had that not outer limits. There was like that station out in
A science ship has arrived at
Uranus's
its destination.
orbit. There was Saturn and there was Mars where there was things going on. It didn't look like there was anything on Mercury, Venus, Jupiter. Yeah, I would be shocked if there's nothing around Jupiter. I mean, our solar system is 95% of the mass in our solar system is the sun, and 5% of the mass is Jupiter. And if you think I'm leaving out 7 other planets there, or 8 other planets there, you're right. Their mass is insignificant compared to those two bodies. Let's see. Summary of Earth data. No signals have been received from Earth. The oceans seem to have evaporated, and the surface temperature has risen significantly since the Tycoon was last in orbit. How? There's no clouds trapping the heat. Interesting. Atmospheric readings indicate the presence of strong dust storms and dangerously high levels of carbon dioxide. Okay, that's what's doing. Radiation and microplastics. The blue planet will never again deserve its name. Investigate Dola's headquarters. The Oxford's team will proceed to the coordinates of Inner Heaven, the former headquarters of Dola's AEC on Earth. Definitely going to do that one. Investigate personal location. The Oxford's team will attempt to find your family home. Seems a bit narcissistic. And then scour the globe in search of survivors. The team will use all the tools on board to search for any signs of civilization, community, or survivors. I think Dola's headquarters will give us research. That would make sense to me. Maybe a personal location just sort of seems like a waste of time, but maybe it has the resources there, and then maybe we get some survivors. Although considering that it said like death to Dolos or whatever, or they killed humanity, I think they'd be like, that's what we think of going on your ship that blew up the moon. Here's the... Okay, so we got one cycle, so that one's relatively quick. That one's drilling that up. Oh, it looks like that is already rolling. So we should have... Okay, so we got 24, so let's flip this bad boy.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Okay. Go back out here. What do we got? The converted oil rig, which Dulles used as its state-of-the-art headquarters, is gone. Only a few metal scraps remain, scattered across the expanse of dusty, cracked earth. There's no sign of survivors. 225. Okay, that's helpful. And 45 research. Yes. Okay, probably what'll happen. Let's go ahead and do the other two. I'll look for survivors first. I'm not a complete psychopath-ish. But we need to get hull integrity up and running quick, so we need those 45 research points like yesterday. Because you can sort of see that this was right up here. 900 is sitting at 899 when we began this episode. We're down to 721, and it is dropping fast. So, I believe... Let's move down to normal speed. I think... EVA airlocks are running at 63% efficiency. Okay, so hull repair. Yeah, so I'm gonna flick that on. Do we actually have? We've only got one in there. But this is 2.5, 35 hull points per cycle. Now we're at +7, so we were at -28. Now we're at, interesting, that dropped when that came open. I think it's because we're out of beams, or we're out of alloy. Okay, so we really need to get iron up and running. Actually,
A science ship team has completed a task.
hang on, I need to do a thing. Can I actually pick that up? I can. Okay, let's do that. We'll make this primary, since we don't have to refine it, obviously. Make that secondary, we'll make that tertiary. Because we don't really need the food, but get all of that alloy. And the science team is done. He's mining. Yeah, so he'll get all of the alloy. Then it'll pick up all the iron that the miner is mining. And by the time it's picked up all 25 of that, we should be able to start hunting for other stuff. Well, I think we're doing badly on food. Let's see. 35 food. No, we're fine there. Okay. That's 75. We don't need to flick that on yet. Yeah, we need those iron beams coming in. I almost want to build another one of these. Build another one of these so I get more vehicles going, but I don't know how big. I don't know how big these will be. And I'm assuming that I'm going to want, I'm sure I'm going to want batteries. Just based on what it's been doing. What's that do? Provides 1 stability. Okay, so people are going to start getting pissed off and rioting. Cryonics. That's what it is, because there's no people left in the system, apparently. So everyone is probably going to be in cryo chambers or something. So in order to get more crew, we're going to have to unfreeze them, so we're going to need that. We're not really pushed for numbers yet. We're running optimally. So, yeah, I think getting the steel mill up and running. Then the polymer factory. We haven't really needed electronics. I'm guessing that'll probably be for this outer ring. And then maybe the battery. Maybe get the cryonics up and running, because I think that we're kind of close on how many people. Let's see. So we've got a am I looking at the wrong thing? I think I'm looking at the wrong thing. Here, it is. So we've got 198 workers. We've got 150 housing capacity. So yeah, we need to start building those houses. What are the jobs? Okay, I think that this is our jobs number. So we've got 131. We need 131 workers. We've got 198. So nobody's getting overworked. So as long as we stay over 131 for now, or stay under 198, everyone will be happy. Okay, good. So let's keep going. Like they said, the science mission was done, so they look for people. After a long search, we have found nothing but rubble. We've seen no signs of life, not even a corpse. The lunaclism seems to have caused a series of events that precipitated the collapse of a thermo-industrial civilization. Yeah, it would be pretty bad. The Earth has become toxic. An arid wasteland scoured by harsh winds, now more inhospitable than Mars. It wouldn't be good if we lost the moon. I don't know if it'd be that bad unless there was like a big nuclear war or something. Although if the moon were to blow apart, gravity suggests those pieces, at least most of them, would fall into the Earth. Sort of explains those big craters. The only remnant of civilization we found was a fallen stele. Steel? I think it's stele. I gotta remember all of my art history knowledge. It's basically a carved stone tablet with words and stuff on it. Or a scene. where the city of Washington once stood, I assume Washington, D.C. Stuck in a crevice, has been sheltered from the wind. That's kind of appropriate for D.C. Just stick it in a crevice. A prayer imploring divine forgiveness was engraved in gold on its surface. That's a good idea. Gold does not tarnish. Okay. Investigate the personal location. See, I did it last. Not total jerk. So we should have... Okay, so I think that you can sort of see the cargo ship is moving in there. This should be our first load of iron. So let's come back here. We'll high priority these. Get those people housed. Build that first, and then we'll build this. How are we doing on food? 38. We're still good on food. We're still running optimally. We got plenty of power. There you can sort of see that our iron is coming out. So what they do is one of the reasons I wanted to design it this way is they have a very short trip to do the iron, and then they have a very short trip to kind of load things up and build it along the grid. That was one of those things that when I did it the first time, I think right about here is where I quit. But one of the problems I had was that my road kind of like did one of these weird S curves through this thing, and it was taking these little carts forever to even build like one building, and I was like, oh, okay, well, I screwed that up. But for right now, we're going to build that. 24 there. 48 people shouldn't be unhoused for long, so we're good there. So we got a mine, 496 ore, or iron. We got to research the steel mill, which we're going to do next. Feed the crew, retrieve food from the Ushinabi, so we got to do that. Feed 1,000 crew members. We're at 396 of 1,000. You can see our food is stored.
The ship team has completed a task.
Good. Our so you can sort of see that's counting down. That's good. So what did we do? Summary of intelligence on Administrator's home. A huge crevice cuts through the ground where your home once stood. There is no trace of civilization. I'm not sure if the computer components were there last time, but okay.
Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
Okay. So we're going to collect all 126. Once that hits 45, we'll be able to research. Let's see where. Oh, we got a couple of them here. Okay. What? Administrator, to safeguard humanity, we must find survivors and increase the station's population. There we go. We do not have time to go through the classic reproductive cycle of your species. My species? Guess this is AI that's talking to us. Adding new members to the Tycoon's crew will have a positive impact on morale. Will it? Cryonic stasis, a practice pioneered by Dolos, was in growing use even before we left the solar system. There's a very high likelihood that cryonic pods containing survivors await discovery. Okay. Yep, because we're going to need more people, because we're going to start building a lot of buildings that'll need people. Again, our limit is we can't have more than 198 employment opportunities out there until we get more people. Melancholia. Administrator, that's interesting. I don't know if you've ever seen Melancholia. Awesome movie. Very, very slow burn, but kind of an end of the world thing. Mission reports from Expedition to Earth are being discussed among the crew. The thought of having lost all loved ones left behind has destroyed morale for many of them. Although on that point, since there was that big time jump thanks to relativity, they would have all been dead anyway. So there you go. Be positive. The symptoms of this trauma have now been called under the medical designation dead earth sickness. Maybe think up a less depressing name. Okay. So we've got 84 iron there. What are we seeing? We're at 46 research, so we'll do the steel mill. Get that going. How long will that take? So it's just in progress. I think that this screen... No, the screen doesn't pause. Guess we'll find out. So they'll research that there. Guess I can click on it. Oh, okay, so it's... Oh, it's right down here, 9%. Okay, so we got plenty of time. I do have room for more warehouses, or stockades, or whatever they are. I just don't want to do them yet. And this will house the last of our people. And our hull integrity is going up. Looking good. I might want to build another one of those. Just to... get way ahead of the hull integrity. Let's see, what causes hull integrity? It goes down. Minus 28 from vol jumps, minus 8 from an open sector. Okay. So if we open up one of these sectors, it's probably going to be another minus 8, and we're only plus 7 right now. So we would definitely... How much does this heal? 35. So if we have one of these for like every 2-ish sectors we open, unless it's geometric or exponential where each one you open makes it more unstable, which makes sense. I'm also assuming, let's click on another one of these. I'm going to make the assumption that something's going to happen to the hull integrity a lot like Frostpunk, where the core kind of kept taking damage, or it had issues, and you were constantly kind of fighting against that too. I'm guessing the Tycoon is going to take more and more damage. So how are we doing on power? We're doing pretty good. We got like 34 points of power in room. Trust is going up. That's good. We're 67%. What's going on? This building is purging waste. Assume it's just dumping it into space. But I thought... So we can store... to be able to manage waste, the right policy has to be selected for this sector. And this is system policies. But it's grayed out, so it's probably a building we don't have yet. Wait, was that? No. No, none of those are policy buildings. Yeah, so it's probably the next ring out. Can I see it at all? Research all the tier 2 ones. Interesting. Wonder what we'd use waste for. Stuff. That's what we use it for. So hull integrity is going up, trust is going up, people are happy, we're optimally employed. Send out another probe. That's an idea. Let's see, so let's find... Let's find Mars. So, this is Earth's orbit, so Mars is right on the edge of the... Oh, there we go. So that's probably Mars right there. So you can sort of see how research points are the highest right there. Yeah, let's do that. So we'll send this one to Mars. That'll build us another probe. I think I've got that on automatic. It is on automatic. We're gonna need more of that. God, how long does it take to get rid of base? Yeah, there's got to be some use for this. jobs. So we've got 136. How much does this require? 5 people. Wow, really? You guys couldn't automate that anymore? So we click this one on because we're about to max out there. Okay, we're still optimal. Let's double check that. Yeah, so now we're up to 141. So hopefully this iron processing doesn't take too much. I think we're going to need more alloy flipped on pretty soon. What's that? That was kind of a weird little noise. So that's going to be a constant drain on alloy. We got 84. How much do we still got there? 113, so I think... Huh. Yeah, so it picks up like 20 each time, I think. Steel mill has been unlocked. Okay, so let's see how much this bad boy costs us. Let's go here. Factories. Steel mill. Oh. Oh. Did I screw that up? Sure looks like I screwed that up, doesn't it? Certainly not. It was the children. Stuff it in right there. It's not optimal. I mean, I could put it right there, but then that kind of screws up my hole. That isn't terrible. Because I could put two storehouses right there for iron, and then it's just pulling it directly in. So let's do that.
A new request awaits your attention.
Where? What? Administrator, Sector 1 has almost reached its maximum structural load. With more infrastructure surely needed soon, a new sector will need to be unlocked. Originally, sectors were programmed to automatically unlock after completion of the mission to Proxima Centauri. With the change of the Tycoon's mission objective, this restriction could be bypassed by manually overriding the gateway lock algorithms. Let's hold off on that. I'll do that when the time comes out. So that's building up. Ooh, crap. Are we? Okay, so we're out of electronics. So how many people does this take? 15. And where are we at now? We're waiting to get there, but we're still not going to be over our limit. We're going to definitely need more habitation. Oh, we're done with this, so we can go on to the next thing. So what was the next thing? I wanted to have polymer factoring or cryonics. We're not tapped out on our population yet.
No more resources available to mine.
Okay. So I need to send out a probe to find more resources. 5 carbon. Let's get the polymer factory. We can research 2 more things, so I'm going to do the polymer factory and cryonics. And hopefully by then we have more points and I'll swing back and do that. Let's do that. So here we go. So we're done with that. We do have a probe out here. God, wasting time. So ideally we could find iron and carbon somewhere over here. So let's find that. There's iron. Although I think right now we're doing pretty good. There we go. There's something right there. And that's iron and carbon. Perfect. Yeah, let's go there. All right. So that's good. We should have another probe here in a couple minutes. So I'll kind of do that back and forth thing where I look for something for the science ship to do, and then I look for something like resources to exploit, and we'll just kind of keep flip-flopping with that until we're in a good place. I do think I'm gonna have to open up another sector pretty soon though, because that building took up a lot more room than I thought it would. Although I guess I should have known. So both of those are iron. Put that on. How are we doing? 146, although when this is built, that's going to be in the almost 170. So we're going to be pushing the edge, so we're going to need to start finding people pretty soon. So the next probe, I should look for people, because by then... No, I was going to do...
Administrator, we are picking up a Dolos emergency frequency broadcasting from the facility Outer Hope. Dolos protocol dictates that in the event of a major systems failure, administrators must contact the nearest Dolos site immediately. Outer Hope Station is likely to have both the materials and expertise required to repair the damage that the Vol engine has sustained.
Okay, let's close that. I'm 500 cryonic pods. Oh, the probe had finished its steelhead.
A science ship has arrived at its destination.
Mars scan data. An old disused complex named Richter's facility has been... Richter's? Probably Richter. It has been located on the surface of Mars. Summary of intelligence on Richter's facility. The derelict UN-owned facilities is covered almost entirely by Martian sand. Yeah, I'll bet it is. Existing Dolos clearance codes can be used to interact with the complex's systems. Caution is advised as the weight of the sand may exceed the structure's load-bearing capacity. That sounds like I could lose a person. Science! Okay. We got another one of these. So... Can we not scan for frozen people? Oh, it's right there. Okay, so yes, we can. So let's look for frozen people. Jupiter. Let's see. Oh, there's something big out here. Oh. Something right there. I'll bet that is the Davos site. Or Dolos site. I don't want to do that yet. I want to find something a little closer to where I'm at. There we go. So that's probably Jupiter right there. Let's do Jupiter. It's got to be Jupiter. Although it's surprising that there's not like helium and crap there. Okay, how are things going in our little city? So we're producing plenty of stuff there. How are we doing on jobs? 176. So we are kind of getting to the point where we're going to need more people. How are we doing on housing? We've got 210 homes. Yeah, so I mean, if we got any people, we'd need to build more housing. big is one of these? Did I space that out right? Yeah,
A
so
science ship team has completed a task.
Cool. One of these will fit here. And then, so what I could do, flip that around, and then I can put a house there. Do I have enough room to... No, I don't. Let's make that alloy, because it seems like we're always going to need alloy. How are we doing on food? 36, 20. Food's looking pretty good. It said the science ship. The codes briefly reactivated the base's defense systems. Due to the facility's state, they fortunately overloaded and are now offline. The team of the Oxford did not suffer any losses. This strikes me as very dangerous. We'll look there because then I could send... What's going on with that? Why does it have a little... Is it damaged or something? It's got a little wrench over it. What's that mean? Not really mining. Huh. Interesting. We're at 130 out of 140. At 37. Let's, I think we use alloy. Let's upgrade our power a little bit. I always want the power to be ahead. Okay, yeah, that does use, what is this called? Polymer. Okay, we'll do that one. Yes. And might as well do the other one at the same time, and that way we kind of get a 2-for-1. If we're going to be shutting down the repairs on the outside of the ship, we might as well do them both at once so that it's down as low as possible. Kind of cool that you can see the solar panels going in there. It really is kind of a cool design for a ship. 60. Wait for it. But, oh, there's the first one. Oh, so it really does shut it down. So you can see we're at negative 28, so that's dropping pretty quick. Yeah, I'm kind of torn right now between wanting more cargo ships, so I'm pulling in the resources faster, and wanting more EVA so that I'm getting way ahead of the
science ship team has completed
hull
a
integrity.
task.
Well, by the time we do this, let's hope no one died on Mars. We managed to locate and extract a small quantity of resources from the facility's storage area. During the final stages of extraction, our perimeter team discovered a wall on the verge of collapse. They warned us before it gave way and the sand flooded the area. No one was seriously injured. I think we're dodging random deaths of the science team here. I might need to be a little bit more careful. Oh, and there's 25 corpuscles in there. And 50 research and 31 armor. Or alloy. Okay, but was that all I could do? Wait, weren't there other options there? Did I imagine that? That's a pretty good payoff. I'm not going to complain too badly, but I thought that we'd be able to do each of those. There's Jupiter. Doesn't look like there's any missions around it though. But we got another probe, so let's probe out, right? What was there? It had... I thought it said there was, like, ice and research there. Let's see if we can find Ceres. So that's probably Ceres right there. Okay. We'll do this one because I didn't get as much research out of that as I wanted. I think I am going to have to open up that other sector. So I can make this one iron production. What does it cost to open a sector? Oh. 16 food is easy, 40 workers is easy. Electronics, I don't have. I think I just fed the people, that's why that was going green. I don't have electronics. Can I scan for electronics? We'll go for electronics next. I need that. Oh, Earth's got electronics. Let's... 9. That'd be enough to open up another sector. That's going to lower our integrity, so we'll need another EVA unit. Let's make that secondary. We'll make that tertiary. We'll make food tertiary. We'll make the corpuscles secondary. Because I want them to get the rest of that iron in. Unless we're running out of room for it. No, we got room in both of those. This thing should be a constant drain. What I'm wondering is, should I make another EVA? Because -8, if that's how it works, means that I'm going to be falling behind on the repairs. So that's going to be a negative number. So I'm thinking I'm going to need to put another EVA in, which kind of sucks because kind of hurting for space right now. Are we done researching? We did do the polymer. I want the other one to be polymer. Let's do cryonics. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is kind of have each of these kind of specialized. So this will be the iron one. This will be the polymer one. And then I'll probably swing back and make an electronics one. I'm assuming electronics will be needed for late tier gameplay. And I'll probably need one that's producing food. So maybe make this one food and polymer. Which means I can preserve this space for... Maybe make this the food. Huh. Yeah, I think I'm going to do this Dulles station as late as possible. That strikes me as the kind of thing that would be a trigger for the next chapter, and I don't want to be in the next chapter yet. I kind of want to be on solid footing again before I go there. Why did that drop from 7 to 6? What's going on? 20 from Vol Drive. So they said this, that the higher the hull integrity, the longer it will take EVA airlocks to identify new breaches to repair, lowering their efficiency. So that makes sense. So basically, the more you fix it up, they're kind of looking out there and sort of saying, I mean, I guess we could put some paint on it, but it's basically fixed. I think that's what they're kind of going for there. Okay, so that is probably it for the bars. One left. Cool. I want them all, so gimme. This is producing waste too. So we have 2 buildings that produce waste. So that takes 5 power and 15 people. If I remove 40 people from this sector, what happens? Then we're going to be hurting. So we need the cryonics first. So we're going to need the cryonics first. I think I saw Yeah, they do have one there. So let's build a couple warehouses. I think I'm going to put the cryonics right there. I kind of want to see how big it is first. And I'll put the corpse sickles right next to it. Or I guess I could put them right there and have it be right here. And that's a pretty close line. Let's do that. So I want to build... Let's put the building in there so I don't forget. Okay, this will be corpses. I guess they're cryogenically frozen. They're not actually corpses. And this one can fit cryonics. Okay, so how big is this thing? Oh, it's not that big. Then I get 4 to either. Oh, damn it. See what they did to me there? That's 4. But I want a road in front of it. Let's see. So 4 and a road. Let's do that. And let's click that off. I'm going to leave that one empty. Because what I'm going to do is put a road right there. And I'm going to build one of these. That is right in between. Let's have it facing that way. And this, we're going to have to be right. Something right here. Yeah, first. I am assuming I'm going to have... Does this only have an opening on one side? It does. Let's do that there. We'll have this one be cryonics too. So what am I lacking? Got iron. This one I'm going to have be, I keep forgetting what it is, polymer. This is going to be my polymer producer, so I'm not worried about that yet. I'm going to build that over there. But I need more electronics. So let's look at this. We're out of iron, so let's get rid of that. Make that primary, that secondary, and then you're grabbing those two. Are there any other resources out there? That one. So that's our polymers. We'll do that. So I'll grab those, then I'll grab these. There's only 16 people in there. I'm assuming we're going to find more. Okay, let's pop back out here. We got another probe. We've got an asteroid belt right there. You're not doing anything. How about you go in the asteroid belt? And then we'll send you to Jupiter because I think there is something going on there. Okay. So you're picking up iron. You're picking up the corpusicles. Let's pause. Nope. No. Oh, that was kind of cool. I actually didn't know that was an option. What did I do that? Right click on? How did I do that? I don't know how I did that. That was kind of cool. So got Earth. Well, that's interesting. There's something in the sun. Venus, maybe? Saturn. There's something on Saturn. So we've got enough iron coming in from those 3 locations. Although this could take a little while. Yeah, so out in the verse here, or out in the solar system, we've got 258 iron still to be mined, so we haven't even started mining it yet. 84 carbon. Let's stack up some research points. Let's do that. Okay. Let's come back in here. How are we doing on research? We got cryonics done. Let's do battery. Because I have a feeling batteries will be important. Stores 100 power, allowing buildings in the same sector to continue operating in the event of travel or overload. That's interesting. So, batteries only work per sector. Hang on. So is there a way to check and see how much power this sector is using? Okay, so 137. So 2 batteries. How much does this use? Two batteries would cover it for... Hang on. How much did it say that it was going to cover it for? Batteries. 100 power in the same sector. Stores 100 power, so how quickly does it use that 100 power? And how long are we going to be traveling? So probably plan to have the ship be off for 3 cycles, so I need about 500. So I need 5 batteries. 4 or 5. 4 or 5 would probably do it. Okay, yeah, I think we're good. So we put like 4 batteries in here. That should be enough for right now. Okay, we got that coming in. There's our 4 right there. There's our electronics coming in and immediately coming out. Should come down here. We should have some people coming in pretty quick here. So we have found 29 of 500. So this is going. How much power does this use? 5 and 15 people. We're still happy. We're still optimal. How much does this take? 81, 16, and 40. Override the locks. Let's see what we're dealing with here. And again, this could be kind of like I was saying. It's in these kinds of games, it's easier to get out ahead of your skis and do something like this that seriously screws you. But I feel like now is the
time. Science ship has arrived at its destination.
Okay. Since that is going to be polymer. Oh, damn. Really? If I delete the road there, and I still put that thing there? Or will it not let me cover up? It will let me cover it up.
Warning. A sector is being overworked.
Okay, so we just went to too many people. Okay, so the problem is we don't have enough people.
Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
Okay. Taurus Utopia. Administrator, a new sector has been successfully unlocked. This is a historic moment for Delos AEC and the Tycoon mission. I got plus 10 trust bonus. Oh, damn, look at that. People trust the crap out of me. They are very foolish. Okay. So the problem I'm having right now is that because we lost 40 people, because they're now over here. Okay, so we have 40 people that have no food or housing or health. So let's come over here. And build a little bit. Oop. do that. Actually, let's just drag you all the way down this so that I have options. Okay, so it's just like last time where we need to basically just do this crap. So that'll give us, we're gonna need a workshop. So where do we want this workshop? So 4 seems to be the magic number. Let's, I want to put it 3, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we can just sort of do the same thing where we've got housing along that side. Hang on, before I build this road. That is the line. Am I one off? I am one off. So I actually want this road running right there. So let's... Let's put you there. Let's delete this. And I know it's twitchy, people, but I have a feeling it could make a huge difference later. Let's do that and delete that. And this will be our main road through this area. We'll just kind of be straight over from here. So I'll be deleting this one. So we need a workshop. Let's build the road. Kind of want the workshop to be closer to the center. So we'll have the workshop and the warehouses over towards the middle. So we've got 1, 2, 3. That's a housing. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So then we've got that road there. So that's the size of a warehouse. That's where we want that. Okay. Want that. Yes, right there. This. Okay. Food. Yeah, I guess food will be important. You guys are spoiled. What with your food and wanting to live and stuff. Idiots. Okay. That is a good start. Let's go there because I think stuff was happening out here. Yes, asteroid belt. Asteroid belt. They call it a mine. I call it a mine. Asteroid belt scan report. We have detected a signal broadcasting on Dulles frequency. It originates from a mineral extraction station named the Stanford facility. Transmission from Oxford team member Iravanunabi Mahal. We theorize that the Stanford facility will contain many materials useful to the Tycoon and its crew. However, in order to recover them, we will need to dismantle elements of the structure to gain entrance. A control center has been identified, but it is sealed off from the shutter, or by a shutter, with the UN emblem stenciled over it. A message has been written beneath the emblem in an unknown language. We have no idea what it says, but it's accompanied by a helical-shaped symbol. Probably danger? Okay, so we can dismantle a part of the facility. The Oxford crew will dismantle a part of the facility in order to retrieve any resources contained within. Force entry into the control center. With the use of strategically placed explosive charges, the Oxford team will attempt to access the control center. That does sound kind of useful. I wonder if we can dismantle and then force entry. You can sort of see Dolos, enemy of mankind, right there. Let's do this one. It takes longer and more guaranteed resources, and hopefully it doesn't screw us out of that one. So let's give that a shot. And I do want to send the science ship over to Jupiter because it's not giving me a mission there, which is weird. Oh, we've got 15 that we left on the table at Mercury. Okay, so once we're done with the asteroid belt, we'll go get Mercury since we know there's stuff there. And then we'll go to Jupiter, although since there's no sign there, I think it was Saturn was where we actually saw something. So let's find Saturn. Is the next one out. Looks like a good candidate. Something else over there. Ooh, something big over there. Oh, I'll bet that's our secret base was out in Saturn's orbit too. Ooh. Good mine over here. See the silicon, carbon, and a little bit of iron. A lot of iron right there. But let's see, where was Saturn? I might need to start looking for iron. I think we're mostly good there, but... God, I found it right off the bat last time. Where are you? Where are you hiding, Saturn? Oh, there it is. Okay. So we found Saturn. I got 2 more cycles there. We're doing the thing here. Yep, get rid of that. We need that cleared out so I can build that road so I don't forget. Cool. Okay, so... let's connect the road right there. Wait for it to come back. It should build that first, and then we can delete this. And we've got...
An accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
Oh, we got a mission here too. Administrator, an accident has occurred in the following buildings. Stockpile, small. Stanford Neil Kane plane projections indicate that poor working conditions and power overloads can cause accidents. It should also be taken into consideration that larger buildings are more likely to have more serious accidents. Yeah, we're definitely going to repair that. I mean, I need that iron. Gimme. Okay, so I haven't assigned anything to that yet. We got 20 people there. Neutral. Why aren't these people adding to the worker pool? Hey. So we've got 161 workers with 206 jobs. We've got a population of 172. So we've got people who aren't working. Minus 31 integrity. Oh, shit. That's because this thing isn't built yet. Why is that taking so long? Weird. Okay, let's, one problem at a time. Maintenance. So... what's interesting is why... First off, why can't I get that? Why can't I build a house yet? Probably has to hit some... I don't have one of these. Oh, no, I do. So that's weird. Why come it not work? Yeah, I want to house you guys if the only thing I can build is a stockpile.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Well, good. Let's see. Matching the character of MARTA Council member Philip Stanford, meticulously organized resource pockets were found in the facility's storage area. They've been prepared for extraction. And 10 food, 40 corpuscles, and 15 science. Something. Yeah, so I'll get that, go here, so they're picking that up. Let's see where you're doing right now. So we got 148 iron. So we're okay there. How are we doing over here? Will you let me build a damn home yet? Maintenance. These. Oh, crap. Okay, that's what was going on. I wasn't actually feeding these people. Now I can... Okay. I'm dumb. That's what happened, was I was dumb. So I'm going to actually need 3 houses here. Let's do that. I'm up to food integrity. Okay, so that one's auto building. So now I've got plus 22 integrity up there. We got that going. Weird. Okay, so we'll just build the housing going down this way. I'm gonna need one more house. So there we go. And I need a road. Just 3. Go. What all have we got here? We've got electronics, alloy, lots of alloy. That's a good. 35 stored there. And I'm going to want to build an infirmary. Build an infirmary right there. And that should be our basics. What? What are we doing over here? So people are overworked. So what's going on? Why don't we have... What's going on with you? Workers. Ah, crap. That's what I was doing. Okay. Set the destination of freshly awakened crew. Workers, we want to go to Sector 1 because we're overworked here. Okay. Yeah, okay, so that's what's going on, is that when we have, when people are overworked, accidents become more frequent. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Alright, how's our ships doing? So, turn that off, turn that off. I don't need any more corpsicles. Yeah, give me that food, and we'll do it. We'll do it that way. How about you give me the carbon? Close that. And if all goes according to plan, this will be my polymer room. I'm gonna have to move that one up too. Actually, I'll probably have to delete that entirely. Okay. So right now things are optimal here. We've got 181. It's got 167 workers. Hang on, I need to do a little management here. So we've got 167 people of 215 jobs. We have enough housing if it just produces workers. So what we need it to do is just produce workers for Sector 1. Is there any sort of a training thing I can do? I assume there's batteries. I need to remember batteries. What are these? One stability, one stability. Haven't really needed electronics yet. This will probably become important. And let's build those 4 batteries. What does it take to build a battery? 40 iron. Yeah, I can afford that. And they take up 3. Do they have to be touching the road? Yes. We're kind of maxing out here, aren't we? I've got room for 1 house right there. Yep, let's do that. So we'll get those 4 batteries up and running. I'll need 4 batteries in here too, so let's get going. See what's going on here. Is the science ship done? Yeah, science ship is just sitting there with the thumb in its butthole. Can you go to Jupiter? Let's just go to Jupiter. It strikes me as weird that Jupiter doesn't have anything going on. Hang on, that is mining carbon. It's going to bring the carbon back here. Hold up. We do not want this collecting carbon because we have no way to process carbon in that space. So yeah, that's fine. I need to find another... No, there's enough iron out there. So what I need to do is mine these 2 or get these 2 the hell out of the way. And then put in a docking bay here. And then I can go get the carbon and start building those. Okay. So let's go ahead and get these the hell out of here. You. Figure I'm probably going to be deleting these anyway. Got it there. Right there. And let's clear those out. Yep. You. You 2 definitely. And you. Oh. Okay. That's gone. That's good. Doing like little things and stuff. So 1A7, so we're getting there. Let's check that one more time. So we've got 171 of 215. So we need 215. We've got 171. Okay, how are we doing over here? We're still optimal over here. I haven't overloaded them with jobs. Get that out of there. This and build me a docking bay. Yes. And build me a polymer factory? How big are these things? If I do that, make it so it's collecting the polymer here and building this here, and then I build like warehouses right there to collect it, that'll be optimal. Okay, so I just need them to clear this out and we're good. Get that one. So I could do the road right now. Right there. Building a couple of warehouses. Up base that way. I'll set you to carbon and carbon. And then we'll have the polymer over here. It's just building out. food. I need food. So, yeah, this will kind of be my warehouse district right there. That's gone. That down. How are we doing for time? So we're at an hour and a half right now. So I'm going to build this polymer factory. And we are probably going to call this episode right when that thing is done building. Okay, I would kind of like to get that out of there. Why isn't that leaving? Because I don't have that particular warehouse. Okay. Yeah, I could see how I could sink some time into this. So let's put that right there. That'll enable us to get rid of that. That's gone. Let's wrap this road around. This is still under construction. What more does it need? I think it just needs the, it's prioritizing these, so we can turn this off over now so that we're not overloading our people. No reason to have it on while there's nothing there. Second, same thing. We're going to turn it off until we actually have the resource coming in. There's our little builder. You know, I wonder if it's one of those things where if you have more than one of these, sending a mech, I wonder if you have more than one of those, if it builds faster. How are we doing over here? So they're neutral. They're still overworked. We're still at 173. What is going on with this? Why are there... You're producing people. I'm not... Huh. Oh, it's definitely tapped out though. Ooh, we're out of iron. Ooh, shit. Okay. That is a problem. We need to find iron. Hang on, I got cocky. It's iron right there. You focus on iron. We don't need to worry about food or people. I think we got enough. We got enough pork sickles. Give me iron. Bring that in. Yeah. Yeah, we got plenty of that going on. So the Oxford, there's nothing around Jupiter, so let's just go back to Mercury, go here. So this is kind of what I mean by everything's juggling. We'll wait until this is built. I'll build another cargo ship. I'll have it go collect carbon. And that's where we'll call it. Okay, let's just speed stuff up. Hull integrity up to negative 36. Oh god, yeah, that's sort of what I meant by getting out ahead of your skis. That's exactly what I was worried about. I want at least one cargo ship, maybe two. Hang on. I don't have that resource here. Well, I've got 100 here and it's trapped, and there's 47 sitting on the dock. Resource management, here we go. So, send, ironically, since this is going to be my polymer one. So let's keep you at like... Keep you at 50 because it will need that, and send it all to sector 2. Why can't I increase that? Interesting. Yeah, so send it to 2. I don't have a storage unit for it, do I? Do I have storage for polymer here? I do not. So that's what's going on. And I'm out of iron. Okay, let's balance food. What's this one? Let's make you polymer. Is it waiting to be built? It's waiting to be built. Okay, so let's turn you off because we haven't built that yet. We'll change this one to polymer just so that we can build this damn thing. It's gonna be tricky. I can transfer resources over, but I need to get the that should do it for the trade though. So let's kick that on. So now I've got 100. So let's kick that up to 50 and go. There it goes. So now it's transferring. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, yeah, there they go. So they should fill that up. I'm out of food. Out of alloy. This could be kind of tight. I kind of screwed up with that one. So here we go. So 11, 20. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So now it's building the ship. We've got iron is finally coming in.
No more resources available to mine.
Interesting. There really aren't any resources, are there? Hopefully I have another probe. I do. Okay. We've got iron over there, so clearly iron is something that we need. So we need to find iron, and this is where we're going to call this one. So we need like a big iron store somewhere. Oh, there we go. Big surprise. There's one right out there. In the belt. The science ship has retained all science. All of it. Okay. Speed that up, go up there and ding that, and then the miner should change direction. There we go.
The probe has completed its scan.
So pause that, switch you to iron, do that. Okay. So I also need a mining ship. Get the corral. I'll have them bring the food to this side since I don't have food yet. Okay, well, let's wrap up what we've got here. I've got it paused right now. So we have barely got any iron going, right? So we've got 28 iron there. So they're starting to bring the iron back in. We've got the cargo ship here, which is key. I do want to build a mining ship. I almost want to build another. We've got 51. So I'll have a mining ship. So this side will just be concerned with mining carbon. This side will just be concerned with mining iron. So this is my iron production facility. This is my carbon production facility. What do you think, gang? Let me know how badly I'm screwing up in the comments. You're going to be like, well, why didn't you just push the R button? You'll get, like, free resources for 30 days or something from your starship, dumbass. And it's probably fair. It's probably fair. How are we doing on food? We're fine on food. Yeah, we look pretty good on food over here. We could use more food over here. People are happy, optimal. We've got 36. Oh, okay. So 36 workers are required, and we've got 39. Here we've got. Where did I get that? We need 215, and we've only got 177. So, I mean, I could shut some stuff off. Let's do that. We don't need as many of these warehouses up and running, and that's 5 people each. So we'll turn those off. So now we've only got a deficit of like 15 people. We don't have any corpsicles left. I certainly don't need 2 of them. So let's turn that off. That also helps with power. Those batteries aren't built yet, but that doesn't really matter. We really just need this thing to be churning out the iron. Still got 73. We've got iron there. Or churning out the alloy. All right, gang. Well, it seems like I have definitely saved the day and haven't screwed that up. So let's call it here, and I'll see you in the next one. Catch you next time.